Hello and welcome to Diva Dirt TV. My name's John Duffy. I'm a contributing writer for DivaDirt.com, all the way from Liverpool, England, as you may tell by the accent. And I'm here today to give you a Royal Rumble preview and predictions 2020. So this year we wanted to get more exposure. We wanted to get out there a lot more, get the name out there a lot more, so get more eyes on the site and whatnot. So we've jumped back into YouTube. So this is our first YouTube video in quite a while. It's my first YouTube video ever. So if you can let us know how you feel about the video, if you let us know good or bad. If it's bad, try not to be too harsh. If it's good, heap on the praise, please. That would be nice. So before I start rambling, let's just jump into it. Royal Rumble preview and prediction 2020. I think the lead up to this year's Royal Rumble hasn't been great. There hasn't really been any focus on it as a whole. We've got only 7 names officially entered into the Rumble this year. Charlotte, Natalya, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, Sarah Logan, Carmella, and Dana Brooke. There's only one of them with a realistic chance of winning, and that's Charlotte. She's, she's the kind of easy and obvious choice, but we'll get to that later. On a positive note, it leaves the door open for a lot more surprises. Possibly Naomi would be a very welcome return, I think. All the NXT lot, and none of them have thrown a name into the hat yet, as far as I'm aware. Stuff could have happened. I've just watched SmackDown. There was a bit of a melee in there with Lacey Evans smacking people with a shoe, which I thought was pretty good. But we'll get to Lacey and Bayley in a bit. But as a whole, I think the build for the actual Rumble itself has not been great. I'd say that I could say that across the board for the men's Royal Rumble too. But especially for the women, especially as 7 names. There's not really been any much mention of it and stuff like that. No one seems to be invested. It doesn't seem there's been enough kind of focus and investment in it from my point of view. But the Rumble's my favourite pay-per-view. I love the Royal Rumble. I think the surprises. Who's next, whatnot. It's a good ride. So I'll be watching live. Possibly do a post-show video, but it ends here at like 5 a.m. And I might be a bit sleepy by then. So you'll just have to keep an eye out on the YouTube, and let us and see see if I'm still awake. I will be drinking lots of coffee, possibly with a little bit of whiskey in it, to kind of pep up the spirits, but we'll see. So without further ado, let's get into the preview and predictions. There's a few rumours knocking around, especially with Paige. I'm going to just flat out say no. I don't think we'll see Paige. It would be nice, but I think her neck, 2 really bad neck injuries, it's kept her out for ages. A year, back in 2017, I think, and she's had 2 really serious surgeries that effectively ended her career. So she needs to she needs to to not do it really, and it, one small bad bump could not be nice, putting it mildly. That being said, a Rumble would be kind of the easiest place for her to return. There isn't much actual kind of wrestling. There isn't actual many bumps, obviously apart from the falling over the top rope. So potentially, but I can't see it. I can't see it, especially as the to get her medically cleared to appear in the Rumble. I just don't think will happen. The next one is Ruby Riott and Nia Jax, both returning from kind of serious surgeries. Nia Jax with her knees, and Ruby Riott, I think, was elbows or wrists. Both great returns. If they could come back in time for the road to WrestleMania and whatnot, I think they'd be both welcome additions to either Raw or SmackDown. I think Raw could probably do with both of them. It's in need of a few heels that are kind of up toward the higher level of the roster. And hopefully start to build a lot more characters outside of the Four Horsemen. So if we see Ruby Riott and Nia Jax, I think that would be a nice welcome return, and it would be good to see them both on the either the Raw or SmackDown rosters. I mentioned Naomi before. That would be a good return. She's I really like Naomi. Load of energy, load of fun. The whole day glow, feel the glow thing, I thought was really, really innovative. She kind of made it her own, especially with the belt and whatnot. So to see Naomi back would be really good. And as with the door being so wide open for surprises and returns, why not? Why not? Let's get them all back. Let's build this. Let's build the women's roster and get a lot more focus on it that they had this time last year. Then on to NXT people. None have thrown a name into the hat, but I can see the kind of top six, as it were. The one thing about NXT is they've just got it's an embarrassment of riches down there. They've got an amazing women's roster down there. So I think tonight we'll probably see tonight or tomorrow rather. Sorry, we'll see Ripley, right? Rhea Ripley, Toni Storm. I think we'll see Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, Shayna Baszler, Candice LeRae possibly, Tegan Knox possibly, Dakota Kai possibly, Kaylee Ray I think will make an appearance if she's over there. She's over your way at the Worlds Collide tonight, which is happening tonight. So lot of good surprises there. I can see Io Shirai and Baszler potentially staying up for as it's not really up anymore, but crossing over to either Raw or SmackDown. I think they'd both be great additions. I'm a big fan of Baszler. I know a lot of people aren't, but I really am. I think she's just so good in the ring. I think technically wise, and she's just so mean, so mean. She's vicious. So I enjoy her for that. I understand the criticisms that she does get, but I don't feel they're warranted. I feel she's a lot better than the criticism that she gets. But I digress. I can see Io Shirai coming over. I think there's such a serious logjam down in NXT, especially at the top of the card. Like Bianca Belair should be champion, Io Shirai should be champion, but with them just putting it on Ripley, I can't see them giving. I can't see losing it this quickly. So I think a move for Io Shirai and Baszler will be on the cards, but we shall see. So that being said, I think I might as well do skip straight up to the winners, and then we'll do the Okay, I've just seen a rumor flash up on my Twitter feed that Sasha Banks may not be appearing in the Rumble tonight. She hasn't wrestled. She hasn't wrestled for a while now, and I don't know quite why they haven't said if she's injured or anything like that. I know she was doing the rap album and that, but I don't know if that was just an excuse or not. Sasha Banks' rap album would be quite good, I'd imagine. So we'll see how that how that turns out. So because I've got Sasha Banks down as one of my potential winners. If Banks did win, you've got. I wrote about this on the site, so if you want to go and check that out on divadirt.com, that'd be nice. I could see her. I could see her winning, kind of turning on Bayley, and hopefully they will give us a rerun of the magnificent Bayley and Sasha Banks match from TakeOver Brooklyn back in the day. One of the best matches I think I've ever seen, and to see it at WrestleMania, if they give it the time and the effort, I think you're getting one of the best like WrestleMania matches of possibly all time if it goes as smoothly as the Brooklyn affair. We'll see what comes out of that. There's no it's just a rumor going round. Okay. Sorry, I was just reading my Twitter feed as well while talking. So as I mentioned, Sasha Banks is one of my potential winners. I'll give you my other potential winners. Obviously, there's Charlotte. I think whenever Charlotte's involved in anything, there's always the potential of her winning. She's the kind of, for lack of a better comparison, the Roman Reigns of the women's division. But it'll be interesting. I couldn't see that going down well, actually. Shot, yeah. I don't know. There's just it doesn't seem that there's something quite there at the minute with Charlotte, and I don't know what it is. She seems a bit going through the motions, if that makes sense. So Charlotte Flair. Oh, whenever she's there, she's in the running to win. Obviously, there's the favourite. I think I don't know if she's the favourite, but certainly what I've been hearing is Shayna Baszler. That's the kind of big one. She'll obviously win, challenge Bayley at WrestleMania, kind of try and get one back for the UFC 4 Horsewomen, and then they keep teasing it, but not giving it fully. The 4 Horsewomen v 4 Horsewomen. If Shayna Baszler wins, I can potentially see that starting to work out. Especially, it's one of the kind of roads that they could go down. I think it'd be well received and whatnot. Then that brings us to Ronda Rousey. We've not seen Rousey since last Mania, when she lost to Becky in the main event. Could they bring up the kind of awkward shoulder up pinning, the winning pin? I could definitely see Rousey coming back. Again, I actually like Ronda Rousey. I thought she was really good, especially towards the end of the Becky feud, when she kind of started being allowed to be herself and not the smiley, happy, giving kids snap bands or whatever she used to try and get out of a Roddy Piper jacket. So I can definitely see that. So if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I'd stick a tenner on Rousey to make a massive surprise appearance and win. Obviously going on to challenge Bayley. Oh my God, Becky. Sorry, at WrestleMania to get the win back. One good thing about Rousey coming back would be I could see a lot of, since she's left, a lot of focus from the women's division has kind of dissipated. She was definitely the reason for the main event at WrestleMania. Name value, name recognition, mainstream appeal, or everything that WE look for in their kind of big Mania marquee matches. So yeah, then we can then who have I mentioned? Sorry, my mind is wandering with surprises and winners and whatnot. So yeah, I definitely see Baszler, Charlotte, Rousey, and Sasha. They are my 4 winners. But if you were to put a gun to my head, I'm going to go with Rousey. Ronda Rousey to win the 2020 Women's Royal Rumble there. So yeah, let's see what happens. They're nice little predictions for you. Let me know if you like it or not, if you agree or not, or let us know who you think is going to win. Surprise returns. Address maybe some of the rumours. See what. Let us know what you think. So then, if we go on to the undercard, I think the best build leading into this event has got to be Becky and Asuka. So good. Since the kind of green mist turn from Asuka, she's just been phenomenal. She's been she's just been excellent. The whole kind of shouting tirades in Japanese, just phenomenal, and with like the kind of backup of Kairi Sane. It's really good. When I loved it when Kairi Sane was poking Becky with her little umbrella. I thought that was hilarious. That really cracked me up. I loved like the whole green mist spot. I love the makeup. I love the whole kind of appearance. I love the way Asuka just carries herself. It's so kind of cocky and threatening and scary almost. She reminds me of some kind of like Takeshi Miike character or something, off like Ichi the Killer or something, Yeah, it's just awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm looking forward to this match a lot. I think the last year's match was excellent. The kind of battling for armbar supremacy, I thought was excellent. So if they can give us that again, then yes, please, yes, please. However, this time round, I am going to suggest that Becky retains. I think Becky retains here, although I'd like to see Asuka win. I think the potential for the kind of Rousey rematch at WrestleMania or the Baszler match at WrestleMania is something that the WWE just will not pass. I think I think that's the kind of game plan if they have one. Because it's rare nowadays that you see a kind of match, a match from a year ago, if you know what I mean. There's no way they looked at that match last year and thought, oh, this will be great to revisit in a year's time. WWE just doesn't plan its storylines that far in advance anymore. So it would be good to. They've almost accidentally fallen into an amazing year-long storyline. So I think I'm gonna also say I'm gonna put that on. That's gonna be my match of the night as well. I think that's gonna be absolutely great. Again, they are two of my favourite wrestlers. I love Becky Lynch. I think she's great. I'm biased though. I've got like the kind of Irish connection. So Becky, pro Becky all the way. But yeah, I think Becky's going to retain here. I think she's going to go on to WrestleMania. I think she's going to lose at WrestleMania though. But we will address that at a WrestleMania preview and predictions if I'm not pulled from the airways by the powers that be at Diva there for my rambling videos. Anyway, so then we've got Bayley versus Lacey Evans for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I really like Lacey Evans. I think she's great. She intrigues me so much. Not so much character-wise on the show. It's more of her real life persona. The fact that she travels around the country with VR type thing, or RV rather. Sorry, a motorhome. We don't have these over here, so that's why I got mistaken. Sorry. With her family, with her daughter, which is great. You know what I mean? If she can be with her daughter every day while fulfilling a WE schedule, then more power to her. Hats off to her. She's got like chicken coop. Looks after chickens, all while dressed as a 50s pin-up kind of housewife. I think it's fascinating. Her real life persona, which is why her face turn has worked so well. I think because that is Lacey Evans. I think it's not a character. That is Lacey Evans. She is exactly what you see, and I think she's like in phenomenal shape. She's such an imposing figure. A finishing move the woman's right is great. Really, really like that. Like the name, like the punch. It's just a punch. It's great. Bayley. What can I say about Bayley? I've never really been a big fan of Bayley, even in her NXT days. apart from when I saw her live in Blackpool when NXT first came over to the UK. They did a Blackpool show, and seeing her live was much more kind of enthralling, and I got it when I saw it live. I don't think this heel turn's really worked. She's cut her bob, cut her hair into a bob, and says a few like snappy, ratty things that I just don't think it's worked. And she almost still plays second fiddle to Sasha. So with that being said, I can see Bayley retaining. I can't see Lacey Evans as a champion just yet. She comes across as one of those characters that doesn't really need the championship either. But we'll see. But my hunch tells me that Bayley will leave Royal Rumble retaining the SmackDown Women's Championship. I think the match will be good. Lacey's improved tremendously in the ring since Becky feud after Mania last year. I think doing the loops with Natalya and whatnot just helped her tremendously. So I think it's going to be a fun match. It's going to be a good match, and Bayley retains. With a bit of help from Sasha, maybe, especially if she's not going to be fit to fight in the Rumble, then she'll come down to the ring and cause a bit of interference and whatnot with their heelish ways. And so far, that is the only women's matches announced so far. There may be more added to the pre-show or whatnot, because every goddamn WWE show's got to be 7 hours long now. So my predictions once again, Becky and Asuka. Becky retains, match of the night. Bayley versus Lacey Evans. Bayley retains. Winner of the Royal Rumble and super surprise, Ronda Rousey challenging Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. So there we have it. Just going to wrap up my first ever YouTube video, the first Diva Dirt TV video of 2020, and hopefully you like it. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you agree or with my predictions. Let me know below if you don't. Let me know how I've done. If you think it's okay, or you never want to see my face ever again. So with all that being said, keep an eye out on divadirt.com for any news or last minute updates regarding the Royal Rumble. I'll certainly look into this Sasha Banks situation, see if anything pops up, so keep an eye on the website for that. Other than that, I am going to leave you all now, and hopefully you may see a very, very tired John Duffy tomorrow night, or at my time, probably 6 a.m, which my kids will have probably woken up by then. So no sleep for John tomorrow. Yeah, I could keep wittering on, but I'm not. So bye.